It's wet, it's windy, it's been raining non-stop for the past few days, and here's what I call a type 2 run. So one of the big challenges with running every single day was having to get out no matter what the weather, no matter what the conditions, and just get stuck into it. Whoa. Now, part of that means that I had to rephrase runs in my head so that on days when it is horrible, you've got to tell yourself it's fun. Tell yourself it's enjoyable. You know, the weather doesn't bother me. I'm actually going to run through every puddle, enjoy getting muddy. I've purposely not worn too many clothes. I'm not trying to stay dry. I'm embracing it. So this route today is actually pretty rough, purposely. It's voluntary suffering and voluntary adversity, and I think by submitting yourself to those difficulties by choice, you actually come out a lot stronger. You know, you're making the decision to be out in the bad weather, in the rain, running in every puddle. You know, you're in control of how you feel. It's only a short run, probably between 5 and 10 kilometers. So I'm not going to get that cold, that wet. It starts to become, you know, a problem for my well-being. I'm not going to get ill. It's just going out and get properly wet. So we're just exiting the woods now, down by the river, and we'll see what it's like. I think there's some sort of childish enjoyment about jumping in puddles, getting muddy. You know you're not supposed to get muddy. You're supposed to want to stay clean. Whoa. Yeah. Woo. Well. Ooh, that was chilly. You know you don't really want to get wet and cold. It's just about tricking your mind into smiling through it and enjoying it. So strange, because running on roads today, in the wind, cold, I'd probably spend most of my time feeling pretty rough and not enjoying it. But, as I was saying, being out here, getting filthy, does bring a big smile on my face. Of all the things to do today, this is probably one of the least comfortable, least enjoyable activities. But, God, does it make me smile. There's an element of excitement, concentration. You know, you're in touch with nature. There's a part of everyone that loves being comfortable, being cozy, warm, dry. And then there's a small part of me that hates giving into that sign of weakness, that desire to go the easy route, to not put yourself in an uncomfortable scenario. And runs like this are about saying, due to that attitude, I'm better than that. Usually runs like this come about as I look outside thinking of what to do, and I go, that looks horrible, and then my mind starts playing on me. Tell you what, psychologists probably have a field day with me, but it starts playing on me and starts making me think you should do it. The only reason you don't, because you want to be nice and cozy, you want to be warm, you want to just stay inside. And that's what I think I get from these runs the most. It's that sense of accomplishment, of being stronger than the mind. It's about training yourself to do stuff you don't want to do. I don't know where the hell I've ended up now. Like some sort of old forestry plantation. It's really hard to run through. Not only is it quite uphill, but there's so many logs, tree stumps, just overgrowth everywhere. I think there's also something to be said about the fact that everything after this today just pales in comparison. This is by far the most unpleasant and difficult thing I'm doing today. From here on out, everything's that much easier. So here we are back on the easy path. This is the one that I would have done if I was taking the comfortable option. Still not particularly pleasant, to be fair, but it's a hell of a lot easier to come up that hill. So this wasn't about going the furthest, fastest. It's about beating the mind and proving to yourself that you don't give in to the weakness. Now, time for a coffee.